Good morning. Today's column's headline might be a little controversial, I guess, but it goes, flashback, Liberals plan to screw the West, take the rest. 30-some years ago, that headline was attributed to Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau. Liberal Party of Canada leader Michael Ignatieff was away from Canada for 34 years. He's been back for a few years now and is in the midst of a fight for his political life. Columnist Ezra Levant points out that with the release of the Liberal Party platform, it's as if Ignatieff reverted back to the Canada he knew when he left, the Canada of Pierre Trudeau. Levant says the platform consists of, and I quote, increased corporate taxes, increased oil sand taxes, oil sand tanker bans, more oil sand regulations, and a complete halt to Arctic exploration. But billions for Liberal mega projects. It's the worst of Trudeau. It's the old Liberal motto, screw the West, we'll take the rest, end of quote. Now, as I said, that's a little controversial, but in some ways we need to take a look at it in the light of the ongoing political election we're in the midst of. Ignatieff being steered around by the Liberals who are panting for Justin Trudeau, Pierre Trudeau's son, to rise to power, are trying to pave the way for the Liberal Party to tighten their grip on the Canadian mindset and the economy. Liberal policies have always been involved about having more control over the economy rather than less. Eastern politicians, mainly Liberals or like-minded individuals, have always treated the West like a poor country cousin. Go out and visit once in a while, pet a cow, toss a sandbag, gather up some oil, some wheat, some money, and scurry back to Toronto to spend and to feast. Toronto-centric politicians have even said Toronto, not Ontario mind you, but Toronto is the economic engine of Canada. Few have had the presence of mind or the guts to ask, if Toronto is the engine, then where do they think they get the fuel from? The Liberal platform treats Canada's country cousin, Hinterland, as a golden goose, and they have the right to steal the golden egg. It's unthinkable to the Liberal Toronto minds that people in Manitoba or Alberta or Newfoundland could actually think for themselves. That we don't need a Trudeau or Chrétien or an Ignatieff to think for us is something that never occurs to them. It's laughable, and hopefully enough people will see that while the Conservative Party of Canada is far from perfect, it at least gives a passing nod to the common people to be able to think for themselves. Conservatives believe that instead of a government-run, one-size-fits-all daycare system, the parents are the best caregivers. When that isn't possible, parents are the best ones to choose where to get the daycare. Conservatives believe that oil companies have to make a profit in good times because sometimes there are very difficult times. Conservatives believe farmers need and want to make their own living. From the marketplace, not the mailbox. And that's a direct quote from Ag Minister Jerry Ritz. Conservatives believe that we need to send our airmen on patrol and into battle in airplanes and helicopters that are less than 50 years old. The Liberal platform is laughable. Also laughable is the horrified reaction from Liberal planners like Warren Kinsella. He still thinks that he and a few other Liberal power brokers actually got John Chrétien elected to successive victories. What they don't realize is that with the Conservative vote divided between the PC Party of Canada and the Reform Alliance Party of Canada, a talking monkey could have run the Liberal war room against such a divided opposition. No political party will ever be completely aligned with every policy belief that an individual holds. For me, the Conservative Party of Canada comes the closest by having the mix of policies and leadership that I can support. After several minority federal governments, Canada needs to move forward on several issues, and the only way to get there is with a majority government. Thank you.